Hey, I'm Tart.
I'm Lisa.
Hey, good to be back. And
Yeah, so I'm having a bad hair day. It's supposed to be rainy or something. The weather.
You're beautiful.
Oh, yeah, you're sweet. You might as well be sweet because we're talking about taxes, which is never fun.
Right. So the next tax bucket we want to talk about.
Oh, yes, the tax deferred bucket. This is a favorite one, I think, to talk about because I think it's the one that goes missed or people don't think about it.
It is the most used tax bucket and the most misunderstood.
Okay, good point. That is a great point. I agree with that. I feel like, well, it's different things, right? Oh, let me pull up the bucket and let me add it to the screen so people can look at it. I'm sure they really look at us, and let's hide my bad hair day.
Okay. So this bucket here is you're taxed on withdrawals, and so the things that it covers is pensions, so which are kind of a thing of the past, but there are a few out there, and so there's federal pensions.
And if you have a pension,
yes,
be grateful.
Yes, and it's a valuable, yeah, we can go off in pensions. We have people understand just how valuable that they are to them. Retirement plans of all sorts, like 401ks, 403bs, 457s, just anything, like that. Whenever you start taking money out of it, then it's your taxed as ordinary income. When you roll over a 401k, it becomes your own IRA, and this includes like SEP IRA, if you create SEP IRAs or simple IRAs or things like that. Business owners use those. So the money that comes out of that is ordinary income. Annuities are a great tool and can be used, but whenever it's called a last in, first out taxed. Yeah. And so you are taxed on the gains as you take them out. Once you get back down to your taxable, to the principal that's already been taxed, then it becomes tax free. There's a great way that you can carve out a piece of an annuity and turn it into a single premium immediate annuity, and you get a tax exclusion on that. So you can very much lower your tax bracket on working with annuities. Again, we're not making any recommendation.
There's also a conversion inside of annuity that you could possibly switch that over. But what I think is important here is the way that one of the things that we're talking about, all of these different ways that you can save money in the tax brackets. Mm-hmm. I think that it's important to stop and take note that we offer all of these things, right?
Absolutely.
Right. We offer.
It's all in the planning. You're right. And
yeah. We even do 401ks. We do all of these things.
Right.
And the things that we'll cover tomorrow. But so we're not saying one bucket is bad and one bucket is good.
Absolutely not.
We're just trying to stress the fact that each of these buckets, it's important to diversify. Right, Dart?
That's right. So as well, I like to use a tool analogy is that I have a hammer and I have a saw. That doesn't make the hammer better than the saw.
Well, how about the screwdriver?
Then the screwdriver, right? So but if you're trying to drive a nail with a screwdriver, you're going to get frustrated. So you use the proper tool for the proper job, and but just like you wouldn't have a diversification of one stock for your whole investment, but yet unfortunately we see people that they're one tax bucket, and usually it's because they saved all their money in their 401k. And here's some news that no one talks about because they people on the radio, the education and guys put money into a 401k, put money into an IRA. There's nothing magical about a 401k. It's not a pension. It's nothing magical as happens to it. It's still the investment inside the 401k is where that any magic can happen. And so actually, is like people say, well, is this good or is that good or whatever? And it's like, wait a minute, what do you want to do? What do you want your money to grow in what way? And what are you trying to accomplish?
Right.
And then figure out what investment would help you accomplish that. And then the last thing you do is think about, do I put an IRS tax label on it?
That's exactly right. So
we reverse the process.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes. Instead of saying, but unfortunately we get calls all the time. Do y'all set up Roth IRAs? Yes, we do. Why would you want one?
Right.
And
Not,
what, and
not,
what, and
not,
what, yeah.
not
Oh,
why do you want, not
Yeah.
like, oh, that's a bad thing,
No,
but
no.
what are you trying to accomplish?
That's right.
So let's
what
just
do you
take
want it to
a
do?
look at the big picture and
Right.
how much qualified money, not non-qualified money.
Right.
What are you trying to accomplish? And
Right.
of course, we always say if you're getting a match from your employer
Right.
on your 401k, like,
Yeah.
yes, that's great.
Yeah.
Great. Take the match.
Yeah, absolutely. But having an equal amount in each of the 3 tax buckets is a smart thing, because it allows you to control the tax return when you're no longer earning a living or you're choosing not to earn a living. It helps, and so it helps you to depend on, because the tax code changes, tax years changes, some things are, and so it just we can help work together and plan, and if you got the diversification of your taxes.
Very good.
All right.
And so tomorrow we're going to talk about another tax bucket.
That's right.
So thanks for joining, and thanks for your messages, and thanks for tuning in. We love when you're saying, oh, thank you. And we get private messages more so. I feel like, we are talking about something that's taboo. When people say don't talk about politics, religion, and finances, because we're about to be around the holidays. And so here we are talking about that, although those are my favorite subjects.
Yeah.
Yes. So
right.
Go ahead, Darren.
No.
Thank you so much. We'll see
right.
you tomorrow.
All right.
Have a great day.